YouTube? It's your girl Queen back with another video. So basically this video right here is 10 worst finishers in WWE currently. So basically right now in 2023, what is the worst finishing moves from a wrestler? So that being said, let's get into it. Comment down below if you agree with these finishers. But that being said, let's do it. Let's get into it. And y'all, for real, like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Trying to get to 10K. Let's do it.
Are failing to hit the mark, and the wrestler who delivers a finishing move needs to go back to the drawing board to find a move that is more suited to their specific character. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 of the worst finishing moves in WWE currently.
Are y'all ready? 10 worst finishing moves.
To subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, WrestleMania Shorts. Number 10, Bayley, the Rose Plant.
Bayley?
When WWE made the welcome decision to turn Bayley heel, she needed a new finisher immediately. Due to Bayley's heel turn, the Bayley to belly wasn't going to work as a finishing move, and that's when she came up with her finisher, the Rose Plant. The move is an arm trap headlock driver, and the move since its inception has looked incredibly weak. The move is just lackluster and lifeless as a finishing move, as it always fails to receive a reaction from the crowd. There have been vocal calls from
I like this move, so I'm not going to say I dislike it. It depends on who sell it good. Because if the particular wrestler that isn't selling it good, then the move can come off as like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll say 50-50 with this one. I feel like I get the concept of the move. I do like the move from Bayley, but it depends on who's selling it. Because, yeah.
Fans to see Bayley introduce a new finishing move, but it looks like this is never going to happen. The only way that this finisher is going to be made obsolete is if Bayley reverts to a babyface persona, and the Bayley to...
She's not going, like, right now, Bayley is never going to go back to the face. You know what I'm saying? She does very, very good as a heel. So, like, her going back to the face probably would never happen. Never say never. She could go back, but it's not going to be as what y'all think. She ain't finna have no ponytail and this shit. No. So, I feel like Bayley can change her finishing moves at any time. So,
Bayley makes a dramatic return. Number 9, Jinder Mahal, the Colossus. For the majority of his WWE tenure,
I really haven't been watching him lately,
used a finishing move known as the Colossus. The move could look great, but the execution is always sloppy, and it doesn't seem to matter who Mahal is performing the move on, the sell of the move always looks unconvincing. Despite the finisher being terrible, Mahal somehow won the WWE title with the move back in 2017. Whilst the move is never going to win any finish
I don't like that
of the Year award,
that doesn't do nothing. Like, that's not
to the move, which Mahal shared during an interview with Sportskeeda.
It don't looks like a finisher. Like, that just looked like a regular move that you do in the middle of a match. Like, that doesn't look like a impactful finisher move to end the match off. Like,
I came up with the name along with the Singh brothers. The inspiration is actually from a Hindi movie. It's a song called Kalas. It just means finish, so it's fitting, and it's easy for our English commentators to pronounce. There were actually a couple of names I thought of that were easy for the commentators to say for our American audience to say what sounds good and what has meaning. I think it's a very impactful word and a good name for a finishing move. Yeah, it sounds great, but looks awful. Number 8, Braun Strowman running power slam. Braun Strowman's WWE return in 2022 was welcomed by fans, as Strowman was a talent who was truly over with the audience, and it made a lack of sense for WWE to release him back in 2021. While Strowman isn't exactly Shawn Michaels in the ring, his in-ring work is decent, and he's been known to deliver some excellent matches during his WWE career. One of the problems with Strowman's in-ring work is his finishing move. Strowman uses a running power slam as his finisher, and when Strowman returned in 2022, fans hoped that a new finisher would be introduced. The move is fine for a standard move, but for a finishing move, it's a terrible fit for a wrestler that is presented as some kind of monster. In terms of possible alternative finishers, a choke slam,
I don't know. I feel like this move is really not that bad.
Even a variation of an F5 are all sensible options for the former Universal
Champion. It's not bad though.
Number 7, Indy Hartwell, forearm smash.
Indy Hartwell
is definitely a talent that WWE will be pushing over the next few years, but her moveset has gone through a serious identity crisis. Hartwell just can't seem to find a finishing move that suits her character, and this has resulted in her winning matches with various moves throughout her time in the company. At one stage, Hartwell was using a suplex as a finisher, and when she first won a match with the move, it was met with utter silence as fans couldn't believe that a traditional move was being used to end a match. Hartwell opts to use a forearm smash variation for a current finisher.
Oh yeah, that's
could
bad.
Be great, it just lacks any fire and fails to provoke a response from the audience. Number 6, Liv Morgan,
That's the one? Oh, I thought y'all was tripping, bro, because some people just be tripping. Like, I thought y'all was, like, dead tripping. But, nah, that one right there, just going by the whole video, that's the worst one. Liv Morgan, Oblivion. I love this one, so...
Oblivion. Fans appear to be split when it comes to the debate surrounding Liv Morgan's finisher. Some fans love the Oblivion as they think it's perfect for Morgan's character and persona. However, some fans believe the move looks clumsy and the execution is always leading to a botch of some kind.
It depends on who sells it.
The move itself does stand out, and the secret to the move comes down to the selling. If the move is sold effectively, it can look absolutely devastating. However, if the talent taking the move is unaware of how to properly sell it, then it can look absolutely terrible. WWE and Morgan are unlikely to change the move, as the move has somewhat been protected over the past 12 months, and Morgan would even pin Ronda Rousey with the move at the 2023 Money in the Bank PLE. Number 5, Charlotte Flair, Natural Selection.
Charlotte Flair's
figure 8 move is the perfect move for Flair, as it represents her character as well as pays tribute to her father Ric Flair. However, when it comes to Flair's secondary finish in the Natural Selection, it's sadly not received from the WWE fanbase. The move is rather lackluster to look at, mainly because...
I'm so sorry, but this dude right here, I you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I love some of these, like, okay, the Bayley one was 50-50. Liv Morgan was, I love hers, I'm sorry. The Oblivion, it depends on who sell it. Braun Strowman was 50-50. Jinder Mahal ones, I agree with you on that one. Indy Hartwell, especially because that one right there was not, we need a more effective looking one. Like, I was like, what? But this one right here, I like this one. It depends on who sells it, once again.
Because the opponent taking the move has to fall a short distance, meaning that there's a lack of impact.
Look at that.
The move is prone to botches, as Flair and an opponent must be on the same terms in terms of when Flair is about to jump over them and when the opponent is supposed to smash their head onto the ring mat. Flair has attempted to introduce a third finishing move, that being the big boot, but this hasn't taken off.
The Natural Selection is hard.
Number 4, Grayson Waller, Rolling Stunner.
Grayson Waller.
It's fairly common in WWE for people to question the logic of certain moves. Often, wrestlers like to add elements to a move that ultimately do nothing to enhance the impact of the move itself. This is arguably the case when it comes to Grayson Waller's Rolling Stunner finishing move. For the move, Waller will roll into the ring from the outside and then leap and perform a stunner style move. The question is, does this roll into the ring add anything to the move? Now, it could be argued that the roll is adding momentum, yet surely a stunner is a stunner, and it doesn't matter if Waller rolls or not. Nevertheless, the move looks great visually.
It's decent.
It's very unlikely that WWE will ever ask Waller to ditch the move. Number 3, Becky Lynch, Manhandle Slam.
Becky Lynch Manhandle
introducing
Slam.
A secondary finishing move made logical sense.
If you notice, there's a lot of women in this mug.
Lynch had predominantly used the disarmer as a finisher, and using a non-submission move as an alternative finisher would allow her to win matches without having to make someone tap. The Manhandle Slam finishing move is virtually a rock bottom, but the move always looks sloppy. The move relies on the opponent jumping as high as humanly possible, yet most of Lynch's opponents have never received the memo and seem to awkwardly jump and fall to the mat in a heap. Lynch is such a well-rounded pro wrestler, and it's such a shame that the Manhandle Slam is doing her a disservice. Number 2, LA Knight, BF.
I mean, it's like, okay, the Manhandle Slam, like y'all say, is basically a rock bottom, so basically it's not... For me, I like effective, like something like a finish is a finish to me. Like, I like something that look like, woo, that was crazy. Like a KOD, like Bianca Belair do, KOD type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know about this one. I feel like Becky, that move is 50-50 for me too.
T. 2023 has truly been the year in which LA Knight's popularity has skyrocketed. LA has gone from a manager to being one of the most organically beloved wrestlers in the entire company. One of the criticisms often directed towards LA Knight is that his in-ring work is disappointing. LA has everything nailed down, but his in-ring work sometimes lets him down, and it's also a problem that his finisher is rather underwhelming. LA Knight uses a finisher known as the BFT, which stands for Blunt Force Trauma. The move can look good, but it all depends on what wrestler is taking the move. The move can look kind of awkward upon execution, and the timing has to be just right to make it look like a credible finishing move. If LA Knight is going to move up the card, which does indeed appear to be the plan, then a new finishing move should be introduced, as it would truly help take LA Knight to the next level in WWE. And number 1, Austin Theory, A-Town Down.
Austin Theory, A-Town Down.
There has been a lot of criticism directed towards Austin Theory, as a strong portion of the fan base question if Theory is ready for the big time. Theory's in-ring work is decent and he is more than capable of having great matches, yet his finishing move could do with some improvements. Theory's finisher is called the A-Town Down, and it seems like Theory positions his opponent in a fireman's carry before dropping them onto his knee. The move is fine, but there's something about the move which is failing to connect with the fans. WWE have tried endlessly to get the move over, and Theory would even defeat legendary John Cena with the move at WrestleMania 39, yet this did little to improve the legitimacy of the finishing move. It would be a smart option for WWE to give Theory an alternative finishing move, and the former Money in the Bank holder could perhaps opt to use
I like that move right there
down as a signature move.
But no, not that one. I'm not talking about the A-Town Down, but honestly, for some people, I'm not gonna say I'm a different person. I like different moves. So the A-Town Down for me, I really don't like the knee to the head. Like I don't know. I just don't like the sequence of the move, but it is what it is, bro.
Dead. But there you have it, folks.
But yeah. Alright, y'all, so basically this was 10 worst finishing moves in WWE currently right now. Honestly, I agreed with some of it, but I didn't agree with some of it. So it was a 50-50 thing. Honestly, I love the Oblivion. I like the natural selection. Like I said, it depends on who sell it. Just like Bayley move, the Rose Plant. If you don't sell it correctly, it could look sloppy. Yeah, the men. Okay, so I do agree with the Indy Hartwell thing. Her move did not look effective. Like, I was like, even Jinder Mahal's move. That looked like a move you do in the middle of a match to build momentum up. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, that's my personal opinion of those finishers. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody else may love them all. Who knows? But that being said, comment down below what you thought of this video, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, I'm on it, yeah. Hop up on that couch and roll a lotto out the bag. I don't need a stylist, they can't fuck with Quinn Red.